Hello and welcome. This is Melskiner, and we're back with some more Xenonauts. And we've managed to get personnel we hired earlier in the month showing up now. And as a matter of fact, when I went to save, I got another message pop up that said that the soldiers over in Hole 2 should now be there, and there they are. So we do have one more that we want to hire if we were going to have a full 8-man team over in Hole 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at hiring some soldiers here. So anything looking attractive? Well, not really. Yeah, most of these guys are pretty terrible. I would say Mikhail here is okay, except for the bravery stat. Bruna has the number of action points I'd look for, but is kind of weak in a couple other areas, mostly reflexes and bravery. Not a big fan of those two things, and everything else is kind of bad too. And outside that, Maxine here, outside of reflexes, it's not bad. Accuracy is a little bad, but we could always make her an assaulter. Although action points aren't as good as I usually like to see with an assaulter. Yeah, this is okay, and I would say this is probably going to be as good as it gets as far as other soldiers here. I could go with Rick Bailey, who has better accuracy, but it's not necessarily great. I usually look for something somewhere above 50, I'd say, for a rifleman. I think I'm going to go with Maxine. As much as reflexes and some other stats are not as good as they could be, either that or we just wait. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. I'm tempted to take Mikhail Belinsky over here just because bravery is bad, which I really don't like. That means this particular trooper is likely to freak out on me if things are going bad. But action points wise and a lot of other stats, not too bad. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this one. That's higher. That'll give us 4 here, baseline. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I need to do outside of equip those particular soldiers, but we're not ready for them yet because the base isn't even really up and running yet. We need another Charlie. We need our radar. I don't think we're going to need to expend any money until those things are up and running. I mean, I'm going to want to get close at least to when this is going to trigger. So, I mean, I'm okay to get the Foxtrots over there and what have you, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and let things go here. We had some bad events over in North America, but hopefully we can turn some things around here. As a matter of fact, I'd like to see you. Let's see. We have the Foxtrot, so let's go ahead and go to the aircraft here. And this one I'm going to transfer in the, well, we still have probably a little over a day before we have that open slot over here. So we've got time to wait. More excited to get the research going here. There we go, alien biology. So I'm going to have to see what else is going on here as far as this goes. But for now, let's go to the research. Ah, there we go, stun weapons. It is something you have to research. So I'm going to commence project, and this is something I really want to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and back off some of the scientists here and add them in here. And I want this to be at least good progress. So whatever I can do to get that going to good, I would be very happy to do. Matter of fact, let's back off a couple here. There we go. So that's what we're going to work towards. Now, honestly, I really do want improved combat armor and what have you, but this is going to be really important because it's going to be how we progress ourselves further into the game, because we can capture aliens, and then we're going to eventually have the goal to capture a commander. So I'd like to do that very much. All right, with that being said, it's just going to be back to a waiting game, I believe, because I don't think we actually unlocked any tech. I'd have to look at that in detail. I don't think we have any new equipment. We're going to have to wait until we have the stun weapons for that. Okay, so it's back to waiting. We do have a UFO here. There it is. Let's get some information about it. So it is going at 2,000 kilometers an hour, so that means only my Foxtrots will be able to catch it. So let's go ahead and intercept. We're going to send both Foxtrots on this mission and launch away. And hopefully we can catch this guy. Okay, we have another one. It is another fast one, though, so unless it is coming at me, I will not be able to do anything with it. Okay, it's going over here. I could send some Condors out, but if it wants to put on a burst of speed and just outrun me, it will be able to do that. And I'd like to have the Condors ready to go in case something else happens. So let's let... Matter of fact, we might change targets depending on how this goes. Select new target. Go after this one. So UFO 15, I believe. We'll be able to catch them faster. Okay, we've got 112 seconds. We've got an auto-resolve victory of 100% chance. I believe that this craft may be big enough that it won't be able to dodge the missiles. So this may just be automatic as far as taking it out goes. So I'm going to go ahead and engage here because we have to, in my opinion, learn these engagements. But I do realize with 112 seconds of fuel, I'm going to have to make this count. Okay, now I want to see, is there a way? Yeah, okay, we can turn off our torpedoes to see if we can only fire one, save it for the engagement against the other UFO. I don't know if I have enough fuel to do that, but we'll see. Now, I don't know if this guy can dodge me or not for sure, so we'll just have to see. Might be a good idea to have one of the Foxtrots try and dodge. We'll have the other one kind of take things head on. We'll see, hey, if it dodges it, it dodges it. If it doesn't, we've only expended one missile to take it out. So we'll try that. We'll have one on a direct intercept course. As a matter of fact, we might even get a side angle unintentionally. Okay. Let's see if I can... Oh, wrong Foxtrot. You. Start coming off this way. Okay, it landed, but it was not enough, so I'm going to have this guy come in and hit. Okay, so for sure they can't dodge. Here comes our second. Okay, I don't think that landed. Go ahead and turn these guys on for their other missile launch. Okay, we're going to have to reposition you. Okay, there goes the other one. There we go, we got him. So that was a lot more missiles than I'd like to expend, but hey, we got it. And we learned ourselves a lesson. I could go after this UFO, but I just don't think I have the ammo for it. Nor do I have the fuel. So I'm just going to have to, I think, let it go. I mean, I could go in there and sling a missile at it and just hope it knocks it down. And then if it doesn't work, we could just run away. So, I mean, that is a possibility. Let's try for it, because this UFO is so close. Okay, and while we're doing that, let's go ahead and open up the... Okay, so you're going to be... Oh, so you were Charlie 1. So Charlie 1 is missing somebody. Okay, I'm going to have to make it so Charlie 1 is active. So at this point, just looking through here, I think the injured people are currently all on Charlie 2, except for the one guy that's knocked out. So what we're going to want to do is, first off, what are you? You're a shield? We just want one of the shields from Charlie 2 then to go over to Charlie 1 for the meantime. I think I'm going to have Juliet be the one to go. So they're going to be assigned to Charlie 1. And I think we're good as far as that goes. I can double check that, though, just by making sure we're only looking at Charlie 1 here. So moving through, just we're looking to make sure. I'm fairly certain it will tell me if they're injured. Okay. So we should be good to go. Matter of fact, I probably have more room to take equipment now that some of these guys have leveled up. But I'm going to let that go because we'll probably have the stun weapons equipped onto these guys anyway. All right, so just to make sure, we're going to go to our dropship. So we're going to go to Charlie 1, and I'm going to make sure I have my shield in the proper position. There. Okay, so we have Charlie 1 ready to go. Let's go ahead and put them out on their mission. So we're going to go to Crash Site 7. We're going to intercept, and we're going to send Charlie 1 to do so. And let's go ahead and move our Foxtrot. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to engage. We only have a 10% chance of victory, but I'm just going to hit it, and then I'm going to run. At least that's the idea. All right, so Foxtrot 2, Afterburner, Evasive Roll, is this one. Give me the tooltip. Great, okay, you do that. Okay. So we're just looking for Foxtrot 1 to fire its one missile, and then we're going to get it out of there. So that is the game plan. I don't know if it's a good game plan, but it's a game plan we're going to do. Okay. Let's have you... Your Foxtrot 1, yep. Go ahead and have you retreat. Okay, we hit, but that wasn't enough to take it out. That's fine. We did our mission. We're going to retreat, and we're going to go back to base. Now, hopefully, the scout isn't going to still be here when the Charlie shows up, because otherwise we're going to be a little bit in trouble. We could send out our Condors to try and intercept this guy, or at the very least, give us some coverage. Okay, so there goes the retreat. Okay. So it looks like UFO is just going to go off to the south, and there's not going to be a whole lot I can do about that. And as a matter of fact, I don't think I would be, at this point, it's so far range, even if my Foxtrots were refueled, to get them to come back here. I don't think we'd be able to intercept this guy, even if we tried. But we tried, so that's the important part. It will be daylight for Charlie 1 when they show up, so that's good to see. And we'll have our Foxtrots probably rearmed and refueled here fairly soon. Yep, there they are, rearmed and refueled. See, that's why you need Foxtrots. That's why I consider them to be so important. As you saw there, it took me 3 missiles to take 1 UFO down. It is possible the 1 missile missed, though. I think it only took 2 hits. I think 1 of them missed. So, unfortunately, we had a little bit of a waste of ammo. We might have been able to take down both UFOs if the missiles had been a little bit more accurate, but that's what happens sometimes. Okay, so it's daylight mission. Might as well engage, so that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, looks like you indeed have a daylight mission, and this is the edge of the map, and this is the edge of the map, so we're in the corner, it looks like. So let's go ahead and put our 1 shield out. Door. Check our corners. Okay, looks good. Go ahead and put her out this way. Okay, looks good. We've got a couple buildings here. It looks like we have walls. So we only have 1 direction to go in, but aliens could be fairly close, so it's gonna be hard to say exactly how to do this setup. Let's start with this shield over here. I may have to inch forward because of the situation we find ourselves in. I'm gonna take this corner, see what's down here, but I think I'm gonna make my way back to this cover. I'm seeing that I don't have a lot of cover here, so I'm gonna try and do my best. Set myself up here into quasi-cover, so there could be aliens in either of these buildings over here. We have a number of civilians in the area, so we'll know if these civilians die. We do have law enforcement here as well to help us out. We'll know where the aliens are at the very least. Okay, so I want to see if there's anybody in this building. Problem is, I'm not going to have very many action points by the time I figure that out. How about we take this corner instead? And I'll just take a knee. I'll take this assaulter in behind. Set her up right there. And I'm not going to have her take a knee. I'm just going to have her keep standing so that we're ready to go if anything pops out these doors. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this assaulter. I think to play it safe, I'm going to go ahead and take a knee for all these guys. They'll be able to fire upon anything that enters or exits these doors. Anyone pops this door open, all three of these guys can blast them. So that should be pretty heavy firepower, especially with the machine gun. Hopefully wasting whatever shows up. I have no idea what to do with this assaulter. I think I'm going to end up putting him over here. And it's possible that something will shoot out this window and waste him. So I'm going to take a knee. We don't know what type of alien we're dealing with either. So in this case, I don't really have a place to put you either. I'm going to put you in this door here. Have you take a knee like this. So we're just going to have to inch our way up and be cautious here. Because I'm not really certain what we're going to be able to do here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and end the turn, and we'll see what shows up here. I'm hearing doors open. Oh, speak of the devil, there's an alien right there. Fortunately for me, it didn't do anything. Okay, so alien right there. Let's switch to the machine gun. We should have a fairly good shot, and at the very least, we'll get some suppression here. Hopefully that we won't suppress her on people, but... Okay, we got the suppression that I was looking for. We didn't suppress her on people, so that's good as well. I feel like we might as well just open up with the people we have here. So we already have the suppression, so there's no reason to continue to auto-fire here. So in this case, I think we're just going to go ahead with a normal shot. And then I think we might be able to get away with a aimed shot as well. Okay, got a hit. Sniper can usually pull off 2 normal shots. It looks like that's what we can do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, 1 hit. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, there we go. Downed alien. So, looking good. And yeah, that was pretty darn close to our starting position. So, these guys are more or less spent for their turn. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the shield at this point. Check the corner. I'm going to go ahead and go right into the room. But again, we need to check corners here. Okay, in this case, you to check the side of the building here. I'm going to keep that locked down. I don't know if I like that position, but we have more or less covered this fairly well. So what I could do is I could bring the assaulter in a different spot, and I may be able to put the shield here, have her take a knee, and then face this way. And that way we have at least this area covered. We have her in cover herself, and we can go from there. Alternatively, I just bring the shield up to one of these windows and take a peek out it. I'll hold off on that. Now we have to start clearing these other buildings. So first things first, we see an open door here. That could have been one of the civilians that did that. I actually forget where they were all positioned. I know there was a law enforcement officer here. There was a civilian here. I think there might have been another. I know there was another civilian, but I don't remember exactly where it was. Well, with that being said, we're actually at a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So we encountered an alien very close. Thankfully, my more defensive setup allowed me to be able to deal with it nicely. And we'll just have to go from here, but I'm going to try and play it cautious as we are in an urban environment. We have a lot of buildings here to clear. Fairly dangerous, as we've seen. There was an alien right here. If I had been a little bit more aggressive, maybe that alien would have been able to catch me. So we'll have to see. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Melskinner, signing out.